Hey, everybody, in the news update for March the 20th on YouTube, not on Love FM. However, this will go on Love FM too. But you already heard more of the stuff that hasn't been aired on that has not been on YouTube. On Love FM, each and every day we do our show. Talking about top stories all throughout the nation and dealing with Harbor Square, the saga drama that goes on between these two cats, Patricia Tyler, and the latest assault on me, yours truly, coming out of Kathy's apartment and how she was revving into me and torting me by saying all the stuff that she's got me in court. She's got some surprises that are going to be there. And I think she's trying to say directly that the shields are going to be there. That was what she was trying to say. Like, I'm going to be scared because I'm not scared of them. And even if they are there, supposedly, which I highly doubt it because they said they would never go to court because they don't want to have nothing to do with her or be involved with it, is what I got, what they told me. And they don't want to have nothing to do with any of this stuff. So I don't know what surprises she's got planned. Then if Danny shows up to court, if that's another part of the surprise, he's got a criminal record. I mean, he's assaulted people sexually. This is not hearsay or rumors or gossip. He's actually assaulted a woman in Building 5 in his own apartment when he lived here. So if he shows up, you can't believe anything he says. Oh, yeah, I'll back you up. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing you believe because he really said that. But he lied too, just like Patricia. It's an ongoing saga. And Barbara, she's on a telephone because I can hear her in there talking. She's so freaking loud. I guess she's deaf and she's got to talk, but she's always like that. So I'm in my apartment. I can hear her chatting in her mouth. Or she's out in the doorway up beside my door, Try calling Janine because, they got a little love fest going on with all the spying, kind of going on, the nosing and harassment. They're kind of all working together because they all want me out because they're all working together. Like I told you, there's a clique in here and Janine's all part of it. And, because she believes all what they're telling her. And she's never, like I said yesterday after it was all over, she was nice, but she was mean. She's like, Michael, I want you to leave from there because she's upset. Like, she believes everything, like everything I did to her, like I did something to her. And she don't even know anything what I did. She knows what they said, but it wasn't even true because I didn't do nothing to her. All right. And then she didn't even ask me about how I feel about it because she's all set. She don't want to hear anything about me. She don't want to talk to me. She believes everything they're saying. She's just going on what they're saying. She never asked me what happened or anything. And that's the same thing like the other day when I sent her that note about her gawking at me and my friend Christine. Remember Christine from Pole Green who came over here to give me some boxes? She said she noticed her gawking at me too. And I didn't say nothing about it. I just ignore her because it happens so much. But Christine, she don't even live here, and she noticed it right away. I didn't say anything until she said something. I said, oh, well, that's what Barbara Poe does all the time. She's always watching me like a cop and kind of gawking, and she came out of her way to come over here because she swung in front of the office to come around when she could have took a right and went over there around the dumpster and went over there where Patricia's car is like she normally does. But she had to come over there and be looking, gawking the whole time while she's driving around. Made a point, slowed up to look right at her really good, up and down from head to toe. And I don't know what all that was about. It was really weird. But that's what she did on Friday. And then this happened just yesterday. And like I said, she's sitting there saying she's got surprises in the court. I'll say it again. And she said she's going to get my ass, as her exact words. We're gonna put her in jail. I'm going to put you, when I'm done, and you're going to be in jail for what you did. And I don't know what she's talking about because I haven't done anything. So then she's sitting there. I mean, that's just what she's saying. It's all hearsay. And that's all they'll say in court anyway, whatever she says, because there's no proof to it. And if the Shields did show up, they're not going to help her case anyway. I already know that. So, if that's a surprise that they got, it's not a good surprise because she's lying about it. And, whatever they say ain't going to help her case, like they said yesterday morning. So, that's what I heard outside the door. That's hearsay. But I did really hear her say that. This morning, or yesterday morning. So that's what I think pontificated the attack on me when I came out of Kathy's apartment that afternoon at 5 o'clock. That's why she was putting on that show. And then when the cops came, she did a Sanford and Son mood. Coming to get me. Coming to get me. I'm coming to get me. And she started crying and all. She didn't say that, but she might as well because she was doing all that really well. It looked just like that. It was a big act, a big show. It's probably the same thing she put on in there in the office, and that's why Janine is so compelled to believe everything they're saying. Because they all put on this act. And they say I do all this stuff all the time. I don't harass her. And then she's trying to equate with the videos I have out on there to tell the truth about what really happened here to me because it's one-sided. It's not harassment. It's because I'm telling the truth of a diary of what happened. Here's a dialogue. It's not harassment. It's what they really did to me because of what biological liars and sociopath, codependent people they are. And this is what they do because they have those kinds of functions within codependency. If you look up the definition from the Journal of Psychology and Counseling, Baker's Encyclopedia, that's what it says. And it's not a defined thing. But like I said, this is what is going on. It's telling the story. And, they'll look up their records from the past where they've been. They'll look up how Trisha's been a problem in other buildings and how she's been a problem before she came here. The courts look up everything. If anybody comes up there on the court, they know more about that person, just like they'll look up me. And they'll find that, I'm not a sex offender. There's nothing in my file that I've done anything to children, even though these statements have been made. And the thing is, if these people come to court and even say that accusation, it doesn't matter. It's not going to hold because there's no truth to it. Because if I did something, well, why didn't they report it then? And that's the point. If you did it, why didn't they say something then? Why would they come all of a sudden and say something about it now? All of a sudden. Isn't it weird? Because it's just like all these other cases you read about. So what I'm saying is, because, the mother was drived on what Barbara was telling her, which were lies, because I don't even talk to the woman. Like she said to the police yesterday when they were here, that I talk to the woman, like I do this all the time. I don't even say a word to the lady. She's the one that did all that to me. I come out there and then she starts talking about egging it on, bringing it on, starts talking about how she's got surprises planned for me in court. And yeah, I could have got mad, but I stayed calm the whole time. I was calm. I just sat there and listened to her brag and gloat and hang herself, because that's pretty much what she did. She's sitting there saying all these things in court. I'm just speculating here. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but like I said, the judge is going to look at this stuff, because you can't say somebody did something years later when you should have went then, because it kind of looks kind of weird. Because if something happened to anyone and you say they did something when they didn't do something, and you're going on based on a lot of rumors and lies from Barbara Poe and other people around here that aren't telling the truth either, because they all want you out of here, and they go to Janine with this notion, which is not even true, it's going to look bad on all of them, and they're both going to be out of here. As a matter of fact, they may go to jail because they believe in hearsay. It's called hearsay in the court of law. All that's hearsay. There's no evidence to it whatsoever, just words. But like me telling the truth is hearsay too, but it is my side of the truth. Because it goes along with what's going on here as what was going on last night is more of the same kind of battling and harassment that's been ongoing from this lady Barbara Poe and Patricia Cat Tyler, these two cats, how they've been manufactured. And Miriam, she just sat there just trying to help her as a nurse, because she's a retired nurse. And she was just trying to help her. She didn't really say anything about that. She just let them do all the talking like they usually do. She didn't say nothing. She didn't want to be involved in it. That's what she said. She didn't say nothing about me. And she wasn't scared of me. She just don't want me involved because she knows the truth. She was just helping her because she happened to be out there talking to her. She's that kind of person. I'm like that too. But what I would do is call an ambulance on her. That's what I did. I called the ambulance too upstairs inside. That's why I went and left for a little bit and came back. But I let them know my side of the story, because I think it's an act. It's a very good act, because, people can cry. People can fake their orgasms, because a lot of women do that, by the way. It's been proven in statistics and things. A lot of women fake orgasms. They can fake crying. They can fake panic attacks, and they can look real. And they can even have a real panic attack. They can bring them on, because women have been known to bring them on. And they can do that and it's real, but it's all an act to try to make it look more convincing. And that's what they did yesterday. It was really like an act, a plan to try to make you look like you're a bad guy. They're just saying you're doing all these things, that you harass her all the time. I haven't even said anything to her. I'm the one being taunted, because when I came out there, she's talking about surprises in court. That's taunting right there, because she said it. I'm going to get your ass in court, and when I get done, you're going to jail, Michael. And when I'm done with you, you don't know what's going to happen to you when we go to court, because I got some surprises that are going to be showing up there. I got people coming in there. That's what she's implying. So, I already know who the cats are that are coming in there, and we've already talked. So I don't think it's going to go that way, but that's what she thinks is going to happen, because that's based on, what she thinks. Because she's the one that's behind all this harassment. She's been waiting for something like this and trying to get it manufactured for a long time. And when you say something enough, psychologically, when you're sociopath or codependent, and you say something, you convince it. So that becomes the truth, even though it's really all a fancy, well-told, organized, engineered, pontificated lie. So that's basically what I've been dealing with since I lived here, since day one with Barbara Poe. And then when Patricia moved here, it amplified about threefold. And then when Danny got here, it amplified about 9 times. So it's like 3 people doing the same thing because they're all codependent. They all lie. They all make up stuff because they all don't like me because I expose them every time of the truth of how they are and what they do and what they're doing by it. Twisting the words. Like I said, I basically said, well, I think when it's all done, I just said it normally just like this. I think, Barbara, when it's all done, said and done, the one that's going to be going out of here with their bags packed is you, not me. That's the one that's going to be going out of here with your bags packed. And then Barbara goes, well, he just threatened my life. He just said that I'm going to be put in a body bag. Did you hear him just say that? Oh, I got witnesses, she said. Oh, I got witnesses. And Tricia laughs. Oh, yeah, I'll back you up. That's exactly what they did. And Miriam, she didn't say anything. But that's just how diabolical. That's really what happened, word for word. And that's basically what happened there. From that point on, it was just like that. And then the mood changed from where she was happy and all loud and bragging and boisterous, like she thinks she got something. And then it all changed to where she's all crying and getting ready to have a heart attack or a panic attack, really. And then she's saying she had a stroke and an aneurysm, and she had a bad stroke, a violent stroke, and she had a big heart attack and aneurysm. If she had an aneurysm, she wouldn't be alive. She was just talking all kinds of stuff out her butt. If she had a bad stroke, she wouldn't be able to put sentences together 2 months ago. So she's lying about that. And then also, if she, had those things going on, they're not even true because aneurysms kill people. And she just had an aneurysm in her head, and ruptured in her head, and she wouldn't be alive talking. She wouldn't be talking the way she's talking like she's talking. And then, that's really funny. You see, the officers just come up on the scene. Now, he's been out here before with Deputy Dyer, the guy that came out here yesterday. He was here before when Deputy Dyer was here. Okay. So, yeah, I've seen him here a few times before. And he was here back when Kristen was here. See, I wasn't recording back then, but I was recording when they were here those times. So his attitude changed a whole lot. It wasn't all haughty and all kind of insinuating, saying I'm doing things, But it was more like he understood more. And he seemed like, well, what Michael said was not threatening your life. Like you say he did, but what he said does not constitute that. I heard the officer say that. Because I didn't threaten her life. And he's not acting like he's threatening. He's very calm. And then officers, they look at that. I was really calm the whole time. If I was the person that was threatening, I would be mad. I'm frustrated at it. But this is what I deal with all the time. These attacks. I come outside. I'm just saying I have to stay away from them. But I might have to go there to get the mail. If I go there to get the mail and they happen to be out there, let's say this is a situation. I go to get the mail and I'm just out there not saying nothing. They're going to say I said something and manufacture it because that's what they did yesterday. Like they did all along. So this is the kind of thing that's ongoing that I've been dealing with. Just to give you in the news of Harbor Square, what's going on mainly today. Because this is analysis of what took place yesterday. And the landlord, she didn't even ask me nothing about me, which is really strange. She didn't ask me how I feel or my side of it. Just like all the other times, She never asked me. She was always accusing me of doing all these things along with what they were saying, like hacking into Wi-Fi's. She was practically accusing me of breaking into Wi-Fi's too, and she don't even know how Wi-Fi works herself. And she's sitting there changing her tune in the office, and like those charges that they did to me, saying I hacked into Wi-Fi's, knocked on windows, and that I was in her computer. All those things are all lies because that's what the officer said. All those other things that happened before this day, those things have to be proven. And that's the thing, that's what the officer said too. Because they weren't proven. Because they're not. That's why I'm still here and have not been arrested or carted off to jail. That was his words. Because all those things have not been proven. Because there's no proof to it. There's no truth to it. That's why they're not proven. That's what he's saying. It's just her words saying that. But it don't make it true just because she says it. Because you have to have evidence. Which is what she don't have any of. That's the whole point. Michael DeSilvis, that's my take on it. I'd love to hear yours. Comment down below. It's what's happening at Harbor Square. It's an explosion. It's explosive, but it's all totally true. Keep it right here. Love FM. Journalist. Psychologist. Keep it right here. Take care. See you later, Janine. See you later, Linda Price and HUD. Hope this sheds some light on what's going on over here for you. American management, hope it sheds some light on what's really happening here, man. Telling the truth. I'm not lying about it at all. That's why these videos are out there, to prove my side. Because my side's never been asked. They just believe what these ladies say, folks. And that's what I've dealt with the whole time Janine's been here. She's never really come to me and talked to me about nothing. She's always accused me of things and made accusations herself. Like she believes what Patricia and Barbara Poe are saying. And there's no truth to it at all. She never came to me and asked me. There was never a conference, a conference before I got the eviction on my door. It was not hand delivered. It's not even a real eviction. There's no court date attached to it. And that's what the lawyer said to me. You don't want nothing to worry about. You can stay there until that ends. Until she gives you unlawful detainer eviction. You can be there another 30 days or so. Because that's the next step. But you still will continue to have access to your apartment. They can't change your locks. They can't do nothing to your doors. Because as long as your rent's paid in full, and you're just living there, they can't do anything. Not until the court date. And they can't do nothing until, it's the time 10 days after. They can't do anything to get you reappeal. You can still be there the whole time. So that's exactly what they said. And that's what the lawyer told me. So anyway, that's what they told me last week. So anyway, take care, everybody. I think it's going to be okay. But have a good day. As I always say, Paul Harvey, that's the news. See you later. Bye.